guys, welcome back. If I'm talking a little quiet, I apologize. My son is asleep in the other room. Originally I was not going to post another video until I got some footage from Florida. However, some plans have changed and my son and I are no longer going to Florida, so I'm sad. And if my friend sees this, I love you and I'm so sorry. But I've been watching a bunch of different videos of people doing their 2019 goals, and I just thought it'd be a fun, quick little video to film. I have some goals as a 16-year-old, and then I have some goals as like mom goals, so we'll get into those. So I have my little notebook with me right here if you see me looking down. But so the first goal is kind of a mom goal, kind of a 16-year-old goal. It's to go to the gym more, and the reason for that is mostly for baby weight. Let me stop. Pre-pregnancy, I was 115 pounds. And I really did like the way I look. I know a lot of people said I looked anorexic and everything, and I don't feel that was the case at all. I feel like I looked pretty decent. And then towards my third trimester of pregnancy, I got all the way up to 174 pounds, and I was huge. And I just remember like wanting the baby out of me and wanting to be back my regular weight. Little did I understand that the weight doesn't just like go back to how it was. It took a long time. My son just turned 11 months old and I'm still not fully back. I am 127 pounds right now, I believe, and so I'd like to get back down to more 120, 115, back in that range. So I am still trying to lose the baby weight. So that would be the first goal, is to go to the gym. The second goal is, okay, I wanted to make sure I read that right. The second goal is to be like more organized. So if y'all know me, you guys know that I'm actually a very organized person. I have like a place for everything. I have a name for everything. But as far as organized, this goal revolves more so around like our room. So we live in an apartment, and so my son and I share a room, and it's really like more so like his room, and I have a bed. But I just want to be more organized, such as like finding different homes for like his toys and like things like that. So everything's not over the floor 24/7 because they are smaller rooms, so you try and go in and there's like stuff everywhere. So that's goal number 2. Goal number 3 is to be more of a mature mom. So like really get my priorities intact. So I'm still very much 16 years old. I still like to do stuff that every normal teenager likes to do and go out and stuff. However, I don't really get to do those things anymore as much as I would like to, because my main priority is my son. So I really revolve everything around him. And I know a lot of people call me selfish, but you know what? He can't fend for himself. He can't be on his own, and he looks up to me 100%. So I have to make sure he's my priority. So with that being said, I just kind of want to be more of a mature mom in the sense of I'm really doing everything like for his sake. So when I go out in public, I usually get looked down upon, but I want people to see like, oh, she's a really good mom. Like, it doesn't matter that she's just young, you know? So that's goal number 3. Goal number 4 is to be closer with God and to have less negativity. And this goal really came about because 2018 was probably one of the hardest years of my 16, almost 17 years of life so far. I ended up meeting a guy. I got pregnant. I had the baby. I gave up so much. Like, I know I talk about it a lot, but I don't think people really understand, because you can say stuff, but unless people are in your shoes, they don't really understand how much it was or how much certain things meant to you, and you really don't get that anymore, and you won't get that again. So that's really like a goal, is to get closer with God. So like with everything that I went through in 2018, I was very negative all the time. I was very angry. I really wasn't that happy. Like, I did not have a lot of friends, not a lot of people wanted to be around me. So I think a big thing of that, though, being a Christian, living in a Christian family, is drifting from God. Because when you have God, you don't only have the peace around you, but you have inner peace with yourself to know, like, you're okay. And I know I lost that, like, a bunch of times. Like, I would drift away and then go close, and then drift away and then go close to God. And it just really put a damper on me. Like, I was constantly just upset and negative, and I want to have 2019 where it's peaceful, where I'm happy, where I can show my son happiness. Like, that's a big thing, as it goes back to him. So the next one is one that I've talked about in previous videos. If you know me in person, you know that this is something really big that I struggle with, and that is self-love. In 2019, I really want to work on loving myself more, and I don't just mean like getting all dressed up like I am and think I'm cute. Like, I want to be able to look in the mirror, like, without makeup on and say, you're beautiful. I want to be able to look at my body and be like, you're confident. Like, it does not matter what other people think. And I'm working on it, and I've been working on it. I'm not quite there yet, but I feel like self-love is like a huge thing to have, as well as if you're going to be in a relationship or care for someone else. It's really difficult. I know it's like a cheesy saying and people think it's not like a real thing. It's very much a real thing. If you don't have self-love, if you don't love yourself, if you don't take care of yourself, it's really difficult to put all that energy into somebody else and like give them love and reassurance and all of that. Like, it's so difficult. So I'm taking the time right now to really focus on myself and love myself and know that, like, I'm independent, like, I'm okay with that. So yeah, that's another goal. Fifth goal is, so this is more of a mom goal, but I would like to build my bank account back up. I've never been one to brag about my money or put my money out there. I don't feel like that's necessary. However, like, before I had my son, I had a very decent bank account built up, and it was from working in different jobs, and, you know, obviously, how else do you make money? But once I had him, a lot of that did go, and that was because some of the programs I'm with now that help me out with things like diapers and wipes and formula and stuff, I was not in. So a lot of the money that I did have saved up went to diapers, which, y'all, a kid is not cheap. Easily a month, I probably spent $200 to $300. Just, and this is on, like, I know a lot of y'all know my son and know he's very spoiled. Like, any and everything he wants, he gets. But this is more so just like diapers, wipes, formula. I can tell you the last couple months since we've been transitioning him to baby food's expensive. So that's like a goal for me, is like to really build my bank account back up and like really work on money management and how to save my money, because I know in the long run it's gonna help. I want to be able in the future to have like my bills and stuff just on auto pay and like not have to worry about it, because that'd be great. And then one of my last goals is, so this is like a goal for 2019/2020, and it's to like get back in school and not just get back in school, but finish school. So I told everybody, once people found out I was pregnant, they're gonna be like, well, you're gonna be a dropout, you're not gonna finish high school. And I was like, no, I'm gonna finish school and everything. And then a lot of stuff went wrong with the online schooling program that I was at. And so it really sucks, because now everybody basically gets to say I told you so, because I am a dropout, because I could not continue school with my son because public school is not an option. My parents work, I can't afford daycare, so like it's not an option to leave him. So really, like, one of the only options right now I have is online schooling. So we are getting our routine down pat, so he has a routine with naps, with food, with playtime, things like that. So it's going to make it easier to do classes. So everybody really around me is considered a junior right now. I have finished all my sophomore classes, so I'm considered a junior. However, I have not started my classes. That is one thing that had to be put on hold, which dampers me in getting a job and things like that, because people see I'm not in school, they don't want to hire you, you know. But that's like a main goal for me, is to like, even if it's not on time with anybody else, is to graduate and is to get my diploma, because I'm not saying a GED is the easy way out. Like, you have to take multiple tests and like pass every single one with certain like amounts and grades, everything. So like, I'm not saying that's the easy way out, but when you get that, it is harder to get a job, it is harder to get higher pay. And I want to know, like, once I'm out on my own with my son, I can provide him with a really good life. I don't just want to be like average. Like, I want to show people, like, I told you I was going to do this, you know, and I'm proving it to you. So I don't expect anything overnight, and obviously it's not going to be easy whatsoever, but that is one of my biggest goals, is to finish high school and get through that. So with that being said, those are the few goals I have right now. I'm sure I'm going to think and come up with more, and stuff is going to go through my mind. But yeah, this is going to be a quick, easy little video until I can talk with my friend, because I'm so terribly sorry if you're watching this that I'm not going to be in Florida in a week. I know we've been planning this for so long, and I feel so incredibly bad, but as of why we're not, it's just really not a good timing for my son and I, and my anxiety is very much up there. I will probably have a video out sometime next week. Within this next week comes a lot of stuff, because my parents are going on a cruise. I have court again, so pray that goes well. And we're just kind of taking it day by day. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I will be back soon. Bye.